Hey guys, Curtis Alexander. In this video, I want to share with you an experiment I did that resulted in weight loss, but then I experienced weight gain. I just want to share with you what I found because I think it might be helpful for you. So just a little backstory. I come from a background of extreme diets, long-term extreme diets, developed hypothyroidism, lots of other issues. And I've basically been able to reverse these things. But, a lot of people didn't believe it. So I wanted to show them that it could work. So on July 11th, I began to document my process of rather than cutting calories, I tried to eat as many calories as I could to maintain a healthy metabolism and still seeing the weight come up. So here were the results. From July 11th to roughly the first week of September, I went down from 216 pounds to 205 pounds. And you can see these light purple lines are my daily weights. Okay. This bottom line is 205. So around the first week of September, I did get down to 205. This is my weight trend. So I was trending obviously downwards. Everything was great. When the first week of September rolled around, I'm kind of like, I'm going to give my body a little bit of a break. I'm just going to bump back up to what I knew my maintenance was probably pushing 3,200 calories. So I did that first week of September. And you can see for the most part, my weight stabilized. So that did appear to be my maintenance weight, my maintenance calories, and everything was good. But then something interesting happened. It worked for about a month and I kept everything the same caloric intake, same activity level. I was documenting my steps. I was doing the same workouts. There was no changes in my sleep, no additional stressors in my life. Lots of the same meals, same nutrients. Everything was the same. But my weight was beginning to go up and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, for me, and I think this is going to be true for a lot of people who have metabolic issues, I seem to be very sensitive to the sun. The sun seems to be very beneficial for me and for a lot of people in helping them maintain a healthy weight. That was the only thing that changed. I'm in a very northern climate. The sun has basically gone away. We're in winter, and so you're not getting a lot of sun exposure. That's the only thing that changed. My weight goes up. So what's going on? Does the sun really affect your metabolism? And if you dig into it, it does. All right. Daylight or sunlight does help you use oxygen for metabolism, which is very beneficial for your overall metabolism, for your glucose metabolism. It also seems to protect tissues from free radicals. Obviously, we have the issue of getting sunburn, getting too much sun exposure. We want to avoid that, but the sun itself can be very beneficial. Then you couple that with the fact that you're spending more time inside, you're under more lights, and that blue light can tend to hurt our ability to produce energy at a cellular level. And this is basically what I've found. Now, one other thing I want to point out, sunlight also seems to stimulate ghrelin. Ghrelin is a hormone that basically stimulates appetite. This is particularly true in men, not as much as women, but my appetite was also likely higher in the summer. Now, this is a graph basically of what I estimated my daily energy expenditure to be. This is interesting because you can see when I started in July, I was still kind of figuring out what my maintenance was. This is just over 3,000. So I was running probably 3,050, 3,100. And then when the weight really started coming off, I was up to 3,200 calories. And here is about where I went into my maintenance mode. And here's where the sun really started going away. And then we see this drop, precipitous drop in my estimated energy intake each day. So my body just didn't need as many calories. My metabolism was slowing down. The only change was the sun. Now, what changes am I making? What am I doing? You can see here that over the last 10 days or so, it started to flatline, meaning that's a good thing. My energy expenditure is kind of starting to remain the same. So I'm roughly 2,800 calories, a little under there. So what can you do? What am I doing? Well, first of all, I had to cut back my calories. I didn't want to continue to gain weight. So clearly my metabolism had changed due to the lack of sun. So I did have to jump my calories down. I'm at about 2,800 calories a day right now. And I'm maintaining it roughly 210 pounds right now because I did have some of that weight gain. I'm beginning to use a vitamin D lamp regularly. There's some evidence that vitamin D can contribute to helping your metabolism. As I'm also doing a red light therapy. Red light therapy is shown to be beneficial for the thyroid. Okay. Thyroid runs our metabolism. So have these things helped? I think it's too early to tell. I've been doing it about 10 days, but like I mentioned, my maintenance level of calories seems to have leveled off, which is a very good thing. My weight has stabilized around 210. Obviously, I'd like to see that go down. My goal is to get to roughly 200 pounds. I'm about 6'1" and a half. So I think that would be a decent weight for me and then kind of reevaluate in the summer again. But they seem to at least be slowing, helping with some of that metabolic slowdown. But I'll update this video in a few months, just kind of let you know how things went. But my point in sharing this is if you struggle with, weight gain in the winter, this is most likely the cause. And these are some things that you could do to combat that. I'll include links in the description to the vitamin D lamp and the red light that I personally use. Doesn't mean it's the best, but if you want to know what I use, I'll put it in there. So let me know in the comments, guys, if there's any other videos that you'd like me to cover. I get more and more people making suggestions, which is really helpful for me to make sure I'm making videos that are helpful for you. So speaking of helpful, hope this was. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.